So let's see, we've talked about the Castlevania Netflix series. Are there any Castlevania games that you really want to try?
Let's see. Well, I haven't played Curse of Darkness. That I know.
Curse of Darkness it's good, but it's a little weird because there's the whole thing like, there's the whole thing with like building up your various little helpers and like demon familiars and things like that. But
yeah,
can this game stop playing the Final Toccata music and pick a different music? Yeah, that's kind of a problem with the Upside Down Castle in general.
Yeah,
it doesn't
repetitive and annoying.
Yeah, it doesn't change the music all that much. For those that don't know, the Guiding Key will be on break tomorrow and Friday. We'll be back on Sunday the 25th. Okay. A little odd. Did something happen? Or is it just like avoiding burnout kind of a thing?
It might be the latter.
I am pretty sure it is. I was asking kind of just to make sure, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just seeing common FPS values on here. I don't see anything about a consistent frame rate or a constant frame rate. I don't know if that's an option in OBS. All I know is that you pick the frame rate output you want, and then there you go.
Tom's come down with a bit of the flu and also needs some time to edit videos together for the YouTube channel. Okay. Could just be net issues, says Mr. Sibbs. I am glad Final Toccata is not in Smash Ultimate. Yeah.
Maybe what if I tried a higher bit rate since Twitch got rid of their 3,500 kilobits per second frame stream limit or whatever.
I don't know. I was having problems last week with a ton of skipped frames. And it may just be that Twitch is... Oh, well, no. Twitch fucking up wouldn't affect the stuff like on your end.
It might sometimes if it's being overloaded with viewers who are watching some popular esports thing or whatever.
Which this is 100% not.
Yeah.
Fucking talisman. It's three differently colored balls. Like it's balls. It's actual balls. Oh, balls to this game. Oh yeah. Just kind of for definitive purpose, how do we feel about the Castlevania characters in Smash Bros. Of all things? Like, fucking Smash Brothers. That was a legitimate question.
Yeah. I like that they're in there. Not much I can say. I'm really excited that Richter is an Echo Fighter.
Although apparently, from what I can tell, they both kind of echo each other, which makes me just imagine that Simon and Richter met up beforehand, and Simon's like, "Oh, I do this and this," and Richter's like, "Really? Well, I do this and this," and Simon's like, "Huh, I ought to try that," and Richter's like, "Huh, I ought to try that." You know, just kind of having a bit of a powwow before the Smash Ultimate trailer. I wanted Bomberman as a playable character in Smash. Well, he wouldn't really have that many moves, though. Throw bomb, kick bomb, like...
I mean, as far as I know, he'd be a long-range character, but he doesn't have that much of a variety of moves.
Ride a kangaroo, you know, or ride a Louie, I guess, is the actual name for it. Still gonna have the FF14 wedding anniversary stream on Monday, and I think the ARMS Patreon multiplayer stream on the 2014 or on the 24th is still to go. The 2014th. Wow, I just want to blow my own head off. I was watching the direct at work and I almost screamed. Yeah, don't do that. That's not a thing that you can do. I'm both sad and kind of annoyed that Rex was never put in the game, and I really do feel like them putting the Mii costume in the game was them saying, we couldn't put Rex in the game, and we're never going to put Rex in the game, so here's this costume to make you feel better. Okay. Hey, see you later, Spar, whatever you prefer, I guess. Listen, I just see the name and I say the name as I see it. I don't remember nicknames.
I guess I can understand how Geno fans might have felt if they just got the Mii Fighter costume.
Geno was never going to happen. I'm sorry. It just wasn't. I would have figured it was because they were Square, but then Cloud's in the game, so I don't know. But the thing is Geno's got so much red tape behind him. Apparently, because no one's quite sure who owns Geno, I think I remember hearing.
Square Enix. It's explicitly stated in Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga that Geno is property of Square.
Yeah, that was Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, though. That was on the Game Boy Advance in 2004 or whatever. Like, you know what? I'm gonna look that up. When did Superstar Saga come out?
2001, 2002?
2003. We were all wrong.
Okay.
We can do this with the power of friendship. Well, you know, given Xenoblade 2 in general, that actually, like, works because of the whole affinity thing, and blades getting more powerful when they have higher affinity, so that actually works a lot. It sounds corny, but Nintendo is picking the characters, not us. I'm aware of that. I'm just saying there's arguments to be made here.
I mean, logically, I kind of thought that Geno would have been co-owned, but then again, Squaresoft made the game.
Maybe because Xenoblade 2 came out late during Ultimate's development. Yes, I know the reasoning behind it. I'm just saying that it feels like they put in the Rex Mii Sword Fighter costume to say, yeah, we know we couldn't put Rex in the game. We're never going to put Rex in the game, so here's this to make up for it, or to try and make up for it. I don't know.
Alright, there we go. That should be all the secret rooms, I hope. Though I'm forgetting one tiny piece of the Royal Chapel.
Have you gone to the outside portion, like the actual entrance to the Upside Down Castle?
That's where I'm going to head to next once I get that last piece of the inverted chapel.
He could have been DLC, and yet people want Shadow and Waluigi. And Waluigi was confirmed to be an assist trophy in the very first trailer, so I legitimately don't understand why the thing was... why that was even there.
I mean, if they're trying to hold on to hopes for Waluigi and co. as DLC characters, they're holding on to false hopes.
I still want Shadow. Why?
I don't really want Fuck You the Hedgehog as an Echo Fighter. He's not that iconic. I mean, it should be anyone. It should be Metal Sonic.
No, you know what? If we're gonna have another Sonic the Hedgehog representative as a playable character, I want fucking Blaze. I like Blaze.
She's okay, but I think Tails would be a better representative, since he's basically the Player 2 counterpart to Mario and Luigi.
I guess, but...
As far as Sonic characters goes, it just seems like... yeah?
Technological genius, pyrokinetic. I think I'm gonna have to go for one over the other. Sorry. I don't know, and plus, I find Tails annoying, honestly. I've always found Tails annoying, and I've never had a problem with Blaze's characterizations in any of the games. I still want Bomberman. Pac-Man's moves were based from Namco games, and some were original. I guess, but... I don't know.
I mean, anyone that's an assist trophy is not going to be a DLC character.
No. Which is why Waluigi is never going to be in the game, why Shadow's never going to be in the game. Because I think Shadow's an assist trophy.
Yeah.
Too bad they haven't used Blaze in years. Yeah, I know. One of their best characters, and they refuse to use her because that would imply that they have some form of skill. Can we just kill Sonic already? Like, legitimately? I'm sorry. I'll go ahead and say this right now. Sonic just needs to... Sonic needs to give up and go home. He's not going to be... He hasn't made a good game since... I don't know. The problem
Sonic Mania says hi.
Well, the thing is even that's too divisive.
How is it divisive?
I
mean, it's a legit good game.
Just saying Sonic hasn't made a good game in X years is a divisive statement because everyone has their own opinions about it. Honestly, like, Sonic Mania, I've never been a fan of classic Sonic just at all. So I'm sort of neutral on Sonic Mania. Why are you not going in that room?
Wait, which room?
There was a room off to the right in the room that you just came from.
Oh, because I already went there.
Back winged across.
Oh, never mind. I saw what scene you're talking about.
Yeah. Diagonal from the save point. That's not Sonic's fault, that was Sega's. What was? I'm sorry. I've said multiple things at this point that people can react to, so I'm not really sure what you're reacting to. Oh wow, it's another fucking save point. Jesus. I guess you need another one.
We got a second character give us from Streets of Rage or Golden Axe.
Okay.
Streets of Rage would be interesting. Yeah, I already have a lot to work with.
No, you know what? New Smash Fighter, Kazuma Kiryu.
And I guess for its Echo Fighter Ryo Hazuki, I would say, but then again, that's probably not gonna happen.
Nah, dude, Kenshiro.
Yeah, but that's an anime character we're talking about.
Yeah, good point. Also, apparently this is a thing. Games and forms of media are actually, at least, I don't know if they're still forbidden, but they used to be forbidden from ever showing Kenshiro losing.
Huh.
That's why whenever you fight, like, whenever you play, like, a Fist of the North Star video game, if you die, the camera, like, cuts just before Ken goes down. Like, it's because they're actually forbidden from showing Ken losing in any regard. Because Kenshiro is meant to be, like, the ultimate hero of the wasteland, and he's not supposed to lose, and so, yeah.
That's
Sega was
weird.
Sega was the ones that made the bad Sonic games since Sonic 06. Yeah.
I mean, it's like ever since 1994, they haven't had a clear idea of what to do with Sonic, and anytime they tried doing something,
It fails.
yeah, it failed or just went completely under.
Yeah, and so I legitimately think that there's nothing you can do with the character anymore. You have to retire it. I'm sorry. I know people aren't gonna like that, but there's nothing you can do. And watching the character basically kill himself, just like, not really kill himself, but just like trying so valiantly to remain relevant is painful. It's like actually mentally painful to watch. It's just like, stop, he's already dead.
I mean, I feel like that Mania was a great point to go back to for a start.
I guess, but that's still Sonic Mania. That basically implies that Sonic is better in 2 dimensions and just completely fucking... How do I put this? It basically implies that Sonic was never good in 3D, which I can understand if that's actually a thing.
I mean,
but
yeah, because any type of pinball physics aren't exactly going to work in 3D. Plus, if they try to keep making 2D games using 3-dimensional graphics and models, the physics aren't going to work correctly.
Well, then that implies that Sonic should have died when the Genesis did.
And they tried something with Sonic Extreme, and thinking about it now, I can kind of agree that Sonic Extreme probably wouldn't have been a great idea at all, or like a good game at all, given how it pretty much defies everything that is foundationally Sonic.
Well, so is every Sonic game since the Genesis, so, you know.
I mean, Sonic Adventure had a pretty good 3D adaptation of the 2-dimensional gameplay.
Oh, Jesus Christ, those fucking Ouroboros.
Except, I kind of want to say that Sonic Adventure, we all know it hasn't aged very well, and I kind of want to say Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is not as great either, because anything that isn't Sonic or Shadow gameplay doesn't really fit the Sonic formula very well, because otherwise I would have played a third-person shooter platformer or something like that.
Sonic is not going to die... sorry, go on.
Well, honestly, no one really likes the Rouge or Knuckles levels at all.
Yeah, no one likes Rouge or Knuckles, no one likes Tails. Yeah. Sonic is not going to die anytime soon, since Sega only has him as a mascot, and without him, Sega may or may not be able to continue. Sega has plenty of usable IPs, though. Like, they have more than just Sonic. That's what people seem to completely forget, is that Sega has more than Sonic. They have the Yakuza games. They own Atlas. They own the Persona series. They just don't fuck with Atlas using it because they know that they can't make good games with the IP. Sega just refuses to use their other IPs because their corporate management is incompetent. Well, that's their fault. I'm just saying that Sonic is still outdated and needs to go away. Like, there's 2 separate problems here.
I mean, I feel like that if Sonic Mania is that good, I feel like that the team that made Sonic Mania should be given the chance to develop another Sonic game, since they have actually had technical experience modifying and creating their own fan games.
Give me Phantasy Star 5 and a new Panzer Dragoon, goddammit. Oh, you want to talk about Panzer Dragoon? You talk to this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy that burned a copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga basically voted for Panzer Dragoon Saga to be re-released on the Sega Ages collection and all that jazz. And it's basically the Sega Saturn guy of HFC.
Yeah. Jeez.
I hope I got that. I don't know.
As for Phantasy Star, I don't know anything about it. Like, I watched a little bit of Phantasy Star 4, I think, during the Sega-thon. I think you have to break the ceiling there. I don't know. I really don't know what I really don't know what those blank spots are.
It's just this part that I keep on hitting. Well, I don't know. I think it's a bit glitchy how some of the map pieces don't get revealed until, like, you either go off screen or something like that.
Pac-Man, Mega Man, and Mario are still doing good, but Sonic still hasn't been doing very well. Well, I don't know about Pac-Man because, well, I mean, honestly, since Smash, I haven't really heard a whole lot from Pac-Man.
No.
Mega Man had Mega Man 11. Mario has been a fucking absolute phenomenon, which I still don't really get because, yeah. Okay, Overlord Kirby Omega says Snake used the wolf. I don't know why.
Okay. Oh yeah, because it's the only one that I can actually transform to in water. To be fair, it's much harder to make, well, I kind of want to say it's much harder, mainly because Sonic is a faster game than Mario, and, well, let's see.
It's almost as if that was the point. But the thing is Sonic was created to compete with Mario, which was a lost cause from the beginning. Like,
I wouldn't exactly say that. I'd say, like, since they screwed up with a 32X and the Sega Saturn in the Western world, they pretty much started screwing themselves over, all because of one thing: lack of communication between their individual branches in Japan and the US.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
It's like, Sega of America had the 32X lined up for release.
There you go. That's how that works.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How is it that the wolf gets that done, but super jumping into the ceiling doesn't?
Yeah,
I don't
it's
get
very weird. And then, while the 32X was on its way out, Sega of Japan was developing the Sega Saturn, and basically this pissed off a lot of the consumers. Like, a lot. Especially considering that only certain retailers would be holding the Sega Saturn in 1994.
Yeah, Mr. Sibbs is basically just saying Sega of Japan and Sega of America having raging hate boners for each other's successes is what killed Sega. Well, and
yeah,
again, Sega as a company is doing very well. The Sonic IP is not. Sega has plenty of good games, like as a publishing company, but they're just not good at developing, from what I can tell. I also don't know how you're meant to get that pentagram.
Unless I transform into the wolf, but then again, wolves can't
It'll just
swim.
push you. Yeah, it'll just push you out, which makes no fucking sense to me. Has no one at Konami ever heard of the dog paddle?
Actually, I wonder.
What's the name of what's the name of this area?
It's the reverse caves, I'm guessing. Okay, that. Oh no, I was so close to getting that using the Batwing Smash.
Oh yeah. It's HD and who is streaming? Snake. Snake's streaming. Sibs is suggesting maybe Mistform.
Okay, I got it. Mistform helped. All I needed to do was just, like, jump or whatever.
Puyo Puyo, Shining series, and other Sega's IPs are doing great, yeah.
Except aren't the Shining games nowadays mediocre or something? Like, you either love them or you hate them or something like that?
Oh, like I said, I don't know. I don't play them.
I wouldn't really know either. All I know is that they're basically Sega's... Early on, they were Sega's own Fire Emblem series.
I love how you very specifically had to say emblem because if you knew that if you said emblem, I would be all over you like stink on shit. The Shining games are nothing like the old ones. Okay.
Yeah. So
I also love how
Yep.
I also love how the blue plants you were killing earlier, they were literally just called blue Venus weeds. Like, it was all one word because they couldn't fit the fucking character limit in the... They had to deal with the character limit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, I really do think that Sega's better off as a publishing company. Just have these IPs, let people work on them, don't fuck with them, let them do what they need to do, and get rid of Sonic. That is how you can have a more successful Sega, in my opinion.